Next up, we have the team from Game Your Feet, an app that keeps track of your movements in real time using your smartphone's movement sensors. One of the app's game mode cardio camera uses Google's MLKit AI library to detect movements that the user makes. The app is written in Kotlin and is connected to a Firebase project and was developed by Eric, Jason Jeremy, Jason Christian, and Munich from Binus University International in Indonesia. Welcome!
Experience the joy in exercising. Game your fit. Do you ever feel like your body has been sitting around all day for the past year? Two-thirds of Indonesians haven't been actively exercising, and Game Your Fit is here to help. Pick a level. Secure the arm strap around your left arm. Go to gameyourfit.com using another device. Enter the room code, and you're all set and ready to play. With our application, you can burn 150 calories in under 15 minutes. That's 60% of the recommended calorie burn by exercising. It can improve your mood, productivity, and of course, your health. We hear you. Calibrating your phone will help improve the quality of the sensors. Want to work out with just one device? Try out our brand new camera game mode for cardio exercises. 2 simple steps to set up your phone and have fun. Through the use of various Google services, Game Your Fit aims to motivate you to get active again. Your phone will track your movements using its advanced sensors and let you progress through the levels. WebRTC is used to connect and to communicate between the phone application with the browser game at gameyourfit.com. The camera game uses Google's MLKit real-time pose detection to detect steps and every single movement your body makes to interact with the game. No more accessories needed. Start your journey now. Make sure to push yourself daily and keep your streak going. Download Game Your Fit now.
Hi Anu, hi Team Game Your Fit. It's so good to see all of you dialing in all the way from Indonesia. That's great. Thanks for staying up late with us. Hi Anu, do you want to introduce yourself? And I know that you have a couple questions for the team.
My name is Anu Srivastava, and I work in developer relations for Google Cloud. I specifically, which is why I'm so excited to talk to the next two teams. So we get to help people learn our APIs and products so they can use these tools to solve challenges. So should we dive into the questions? So Game Your Fit, I know that you went through a couple iterations of this application. What inspires you to start, and how did your app progress?
All right, so I personally love doing sports, basketball to be specific. But we all know that because of COVID, sports are now super limited. I myself don't really go out to the gym anymore because I'm just simply scared of COVID, just like everyone else, I guess. We realized that this is a huge problem for everyone health wise because people are just sitting around at home and not moving enough. That's why we really want to make something that is easy to use and motivates people to move and be active.
Yeah, I would also like to add that we actually had several ideas, but all of them revolves around making people do something at their home. Because, well, if you in this trying times of ours, it's kind of hard to do anything. But we ended up with, gamifying workouts basically.
Yeah, we sort of played around with onboard sensors for the first submission, where users can just attach their phones to their left arm and it will act as a controller to let them progress through all the levels. Basically, you move, you beat the enemy, and that's the first version.
But if I remember correctly, I think after the first submission, we got feedback from our mentor in Metia, yeah, that it could be a hassle to use two devices. So we decided to add a new game mode called Cardio Camera to allow users to just use their phone to work out. And this game mode uses image recognition and AI.
Yep, that's right. That's our final product. It has both game modes so that users can pick what what they want depending on the situation. And there you go. That's the final version of the Game Your Fit app for now, at least.
That's awesome.
Wow, that's incredible. So what were the challenges actually of working with multiple pieces of hardware, and how was it actually using machine learning on devices?
So at first, we tried to connect the browser and the phone directly using network sockets, which is possible when the two devices are connected to the same Wi-Fi connection. However, raw TCP and UDP sockets are still an experimental feature in most browsers, and they straight up does not work in others.
Yeah, that, and we were also concerned with even if we do manage to get it working, we're afraid there will be latency issues, there will be bugs. So imagine doing a push up and then the game responds half a second later. That would kind of feel bad in a game. So we decided to use WebRTC since it's faster, it's more flexible, and we can connect devices even when they're on different networks.
And for the AI and the second phase of solution challenge, we developed cardio camera, as said previously, that implements machine learning on mobile. Using the help of Google's MLKit post detection, we're able to use the phone's front-facing camera to capture live video of the user and transform it into something like a stickman-like figure that we can use to detect positions of each limb moving. And with that, we can detect jogging, the touching of certain regions on the screen, and many, many more. Users are able to interact with things which appears on the phone screen, something like a makeshift augmented reality, you might say. And the model itself was quite easy to set up from Google.
Yeah, so for future plans, we're currently in the works on the device calibration for the sensors. Some have found it to be either rather too sensitive or not sensitive enough when doing certain exercises. And trying to standardize that when there are so many different phone models can be quite challenging. So per user calibration is our solution for that, but the details for that are still in progress. Thank you.
Awesome.
Thank you. We do have a question from the audience. I'm going to pull that up right now. While I pull that up, I just want to remind people to vote for the People's Choice Award. If this is your favorite team, please do vote now. So just remember to go to slido.com and vote for your favorite team. So let's take the audience question. How much time does it take to train the captured data and then process to scores of the game?
So at the first iteration, we actually have to train the detectors. So we have to take a lot of data. So we took data when we are workouting and putting our phones, strapping our phones to our left arm, and we took a lot of data and we tried to process it manually at first, and we tried to set a high threshold and a low threshold. So for example, when a person is doing push-ups, it can be detected more easily, and it works for a lot of people. I think Jason Jeremy can elaborate more on that.
Yeah, so we're still using some threshold data that we have from before, but after this, we're still working on that in on-device calibration for the exercises.
So the calibration feature actually helps everyone from all sizes and all heights to be able to play in our game. So they just have to do a simple calibration workout before doing any real campaign workouts, and the system will automatically adjust to their custom sizes.
Awesome. Thank you. And thanks to the audience for asking questions. And yeah, it was great learning more about your project. I would love to use it. I definitely need to be working out a lot more and I do need help. So thank you for even thinking about this. Anu, do you have any final thoughts or comments?
Absolutely. Yeah, I can't wait to try it out. This was super cool, and I really love that you gamified it to help people get excited about working out. And the research that you did into the needs of exercise, also very impressive. So I would love to see how you continue to experiment with machine learning and hardware and see where it goes.
Yeah, that would be great. And Anu and I both live in New York City, so we can
Yeah.
meet up and we'll definitely use this project.
Let's go outside to the park.
Exactly. I like that. Nice. Great. Well, it was so nice meeting you. Game Your Fit team, great work on this project. And once again, to the audience, if this is your favorite team, please vote now for the People's Choice Award. Thanks so much and have a good night's sleep. Hope you get some rest tonight. Thanks for joining. Bye, everyone.